overtime on this map. So it is going to be Team Liquid starting out on the attacker side. NRG going to be on the defender side, but NRG, when they played this against Na'Vi, they were devastating on their attacker side. So NRG really keep their eyes out on how well they've adjusted since that Na'Vi game on this defender's half where they were 6-6.
Okay, one shot connecting there onto Sam. Whittling away at him. He's safe, just peeking across, not going to be seeing anything. Now, turrets set up on the B site might lend them to expect that Finesse is going to have all of his utils situated on A.
And this looks like kind of like a market crunch being set up here by NRG. They're expecting a push. If they give up this space, you know, you could paranoia, throw Victor's utility in here, and really make things difficult. You have some shock darts as well for Crashies. The pings are coming out, but Team Liquid, I think, senses potentially something's amiss here with all this free space and all that Killjoy utility. A lot of times in this area to kind of keep track of things not there. Instead, it's going to be Finesse on the Killjoy over onto A, playing with that deep generator position for this plant.
Yeah, they're still picking out onto B, but now that that knife goes through and they don't find anybody suppressed, they get the sense that, yeah, it's going to be that A hit, especially as the util comes flying. Finesse just going to be tucked away here. Sat in hell, couple shots flying. Seeing if he can catch anything at all. So safe going to be flashed out. Finesse now pushing out of hell, managing to find one, still somehow staying alive. 18 HP remaining. Safe now going to be taken down. Nats and Soulcats, however, fight back, but they're running out of time. Spike down on the floor, and they need to get it planted. 10 seconds remaining. Nats and Soulcats left standing versus Sam and Crashies, who's now approaching through the door. Nats with a fantastic headshot, allows them to try to go for the replant, but now he's got to stick to it, and he cannot draw it down fast enough. Crashies will clutch it out. It's the Red Bull clutch for them to kick things off with a pistol round win.
The delaying here so good for NRG. And Team Liquid does kind of assess the situation correctly, but they can never get into a comfortable spot to get this plant down. NRG recognizing the clock, recognizing the situation. And even though, yeah, it's a 1-for-1 there initially, still gives them the opportunity to come through and finish the job. So a huge start here, the first pistol win for NRG. Couldn't pick up either of them. I think the desk was talking about that doesn't seem to bother NRG sometimes. They're a team that kind of defies the odds when it comes to those pistol rounds.
They lost both of them on the first map. As Artis darted, has to back off. Just tuck back in over towards Pizza. Dash running out. Doesn't want to play in this position any longer. It's going to be a bit too risky for him.
See how they want to try to get in towards this B site. Now you've got Finesse shifted over here to play contact off the turret. Deeper nanos and alarm bot kind of hamper that early access to the B site around that corner. Kind of try to punish potentially the entry of Safe here. Smoke's going to come out though for now.
Turret dealt with. Finesse just going to go for some blind spray, see if he can get a straight connection there. Nothing found, as Crashies very, very right to be wary about markets. You can see Nat's pushing himself up into that position. But we'll just go ahead and just get this double stack tucked away in Boathouse for now. Recon out over the top, not spotting anything. Artis swinging through, but yep, smoke comes across. They get the reveal. Safe having the dash. They somehow avoid getting tagged down. That's even managing to find Victor. Finds Artis as well. This lurker mid, absolutely monstrous. Tries to send out the ult, however, and Sam cuts it short. Man advantage still here. They're going to go pushing in, but again, they do not have time on their side. They've got to drop out of heaven, try to get this plane coming down, and Safe is going to be caught as he tries to make his way over, and Sam will just mow them down, one after the other. A 4K for him to go ahead and keep energy afloat. 2-0 now on the start.
Well, I got to say the highlight of that round for me is Nats, the way that he got himself tucked in to the back of Pizza there. I mean, he found the perfect timing. Artis had just been watching it, shifted over towards the alley, towards B, and then he waited for two players to cross. Victor as well had just moved across there, and then Nat steps out and gets two, gives Team Liquid at least some kind of opportunity, but again, it's so late in the round. All it takes is one player there to keep that plant from being able to go down, because you have to press for that plant, and Sam can just line him up.
Just running out of time in these first two rounds, I guess I could say, for Liquid. See if they decide to up the tempo or if they can get themselves into a plant position a little bit faster. For now, it's just going to be the market door broken down by Safe. So wary in case somebody does go for a bit of an off-tempo push to that smoke. Artist now going to be noted. Screams down, dashes out. Doesn't want to take any chances.
And now, again, Finesse moving over to the other side, to the A side. That's the push a little bit towards B. Nats just checking the corner there with his cam. See if anybody's hiding in that cubby, trying to use those shorter range guns. A lot of teams like to try to catch you off guard. Some of those cheeky angles. Seeing if they can get you. Sam's just going to hold here with his Bulldog.
Still has the paranoia.
Yep, exactly.
Sends it, catches on the 2. Safe gets out in front of it. And oh, the reveal right before that, Cage blooms. Sam spotting right guard, takes him down. Defensive smoke's now going to be taken away from them. Scratchies will get flushed out of boats. Safe burning the dash, but now man advantage is here. The plant coming down, this time with 20 seconds to spare. Better timing for the side of Team Liquid as they look to get themselves on the board. Victor is well going to fall.
I don't know if they're comfortable with this. That's such an early plant, you know?
One enemy remaining.
At this point, Artists, yep. Nothing much else that can be done, even with Nats and Yampi tagged up. Nowhere near worth trying to go for it. We'll just back away and allow Team Liquid to get themselves to the board here in the 3rd round.
Yeah, just a good, solid entry here. Soulcast winning a big duel against Crashies in boats, and that's round over, basically. Of course, Artis able to hang on to that Vandal, playing very patient with it. And good little attack here from Team Liquid, only losing 1 along the way as well. Very, very important. Good to see them really being diligent, checking some of those corners, checking those angles. Yeah, Sam, sure, gets the 1 there off the contact out of the door at B, but other than that, everything very well handled here by Team Liquid. Let's see if now they can keep things together, run some rounds across NRG, who's pretty solid overall on this defender's side. Of course, there's only 3 rounds in, so can't write a ton home about that. Nats is barely winning that duel with 5 HP, but it seems to be Nats' day here today. 7 kills already.
All right, looking like the Nats of old. Just talking about things like Masters, Berlin, Gambit, yada, yada, yada. I mean, Nats is back in that form right now.
Yes. It's just crazy how smart he is. I mean, just the way that he reads and anticipates movements. It's the 6th sense that he has. Always just been so impressed by it.
Thrown over the top and oh, safe. I don't know if that was just a blind spray. Either way, gets the kill. Finesse going to be taken down nice and early. As the drone counted out from Crashies, just spotting him, but no one in any sort of position to try to do anything about it. And even if he had the Hunter's Fury, I think it would be a bit too much of a risk, a bit of an overcommitment to try to go for it. Gonna go on the opposite side of the map. We'll find Sam as he goes swinging out of a main. Victor trades it back, but still the advantage. Found his save. Oh, Artis just trying to get some information, try to figure something out here for his squad, but it ends up costing him his life. Wallbang headshot through. Now it's all on Crashies and Victor to see if they can do anything. The 2v4. Dart going out, looking for the ping reveal, and Safe just will get counter spammed out, but already put Victor down to 3.
Spike planted.
Lose that on 1 weapon, the push in, off the back of the flash. Crashies doing well to find the kill, but Soulcast just responds. How many wallbangs, how many blind shots in this round from Liquid? Absolute insanity. And with that, Victor says, nah, I'm good.
We've had enough of this round. That is at least 3. Unbelievable. I mean,
Nasty
Safe
stuff.
got 2. Jeez, man. That's just one of those rounds where you just got to kind of shrug it off as NRG and just say, okay, well, they had the read on us. You know, I think that first one on the Finesse was just an anticipation of someone potentially being underneath that Owl drone. It's more like a safety clear of that spot, right? The Owl drone's not going to look at it anyway. Let's make sure that nothing's there. That one on the Artis was pretty nasty. And of course, a follow-up a little bit easier with Crashies kind of already revealing his presence, but...
Oh, no, okay, he got into the smoke just in time to be able to actually spot the shoulder. And then, yeah, we'll get a nice little zoom in.
Does he see the head? Oh, he saw the head of... Oh, my God, he saw the head.
A pixel out of place. Gorgeous stuff. A much-needed one here from the side of Team Liquid to tie it up at 2-2 and force a timeout out of NRG nice and early.
I think reassessing how they want to play this defense, this really kind of slow, methodical pace that Liquid brings to these rounds. Really taking their time. And it looked great early, pistol in the follow-up, but since then, Team Liquid has really had a lot of control over this map, getting a lot of good spots. And just the hyper-awareness right now of Team Liquid. They don't want to go out yet. They want to go to split for sure.
Well, we'll see what Chet looks to put into play here as we get ready to go into this next round. Whether or not it's going to be good enough for NRG to potentially steal a round away. Saw a couple near thrifties there on Haven, so perhaps it can happen again. Pressure mounting, and somebody's got to catch up the Nats here for NRG. You need to be able to have somebody to try to match him. That being said, though, obviously not too concerned. Given the run back that we saw from NRG, there's still plenty to be played out. This is their side selection. So we want to see them put up some really firm numbers here on this defending half. Flash up over the top, just looking to get himself situated up onto the wall. As Victor wants to get himself out of wine, yeah. Suppressing 3, plenty of information, lets him know that he does not want to be playing all on his lonesome over there. Plays back into the side proper, but 4-member stack from the side of NRG. A decent read that this is going to be the side that gets attacked.
Yeah, and with Finesse's turret over at B main, to kind of keep track of that, he hasn't had much presence or attention there yet. So they're able to keep their feet planted here at A. Nats hasn't pushed far enough forward to cause any distraction towards that side. Smokes are out. Sam here going to be ready with a counter smoke of his own as Team Liquid thought about setting up for the attempt. But of course, you know, there's still plenty of time on the clock, so no reason to rush things. The numbers at the top middle of your screen haven't turned red yet, so you don't need to plant, like, you know.
Okay, they're going to try to just audio bait, but NRG, they just start drifting back towards the A site. So they're reading it well. But with their limited firepower, can they still come out on top of this one? Victor and Sam there with those rifles. We'll see what they can get done for Agent Suppressed this time coming across. Sam gets a headshot there. Save going to be taken down, but Soulcast finds 2. Finds a 3rd on the back end as Crashies will also fall. And that leaves just Finesse now joining over here on this side of the map. It does get noted. We should have a very good idea that he is just going to be approaching from heaven. Rifle is recovered. How does he pilot this? It was so very clutch for them, dragging them across the line. Multiple rounds on Haven. TP going to be used, and a bit of a bait there, perhaps. Draws his attention towards Hell. Soulcast swings from main, a 4K from him on the KO to allow TL to take the lead. 3 rounds consecutively now racked up.
I really like that TP from Redgar. It completely bamboozles Finesse there. He has no idea what's going on, where that's going to go. It's a good attempt here. I mean, you know, NRG has a pretty good read on this round. They do a lot of damage. But once again, the heavier firepower for Team Liquid prevails. But it's the gun rounds that were problematic for Team Liquid on Haven. Not able to convert a lot of those. Had a tough time converting off of their first kills as well. So let's see with Artis. Op in hand finally. Round 6. Good delay here from Team Liquid to keep that very powerful gun away from a very powerful player for as long as possible.
It's going to look to relocate here. Get tucked away over by Short. As Redgar got a bit of a jiggle, and okay, Victor barely missing out on having the headshot.
Looks to be a attempt to push through towards B. Comes the no command.
No command rolling across. Victor just looking to shut them down on this approach as Artis looking for the peek, whiffs the shot, safe, stays alive, backs out. And now they turn their sights over towards A. Artis just around the corner. Cyber Cage goes up, looking for a timing shot. He nearly gets it. Guppy, lucky to be alive. They push in, the plant now getting ready to come through. 40 seconds remaining as all of NRG get into position for this retake. Nats still on alert, crucially over in mid. I have to keep our eyes trained on him again. He's a bit delayed, cannot find the shot. Safe stays alive, and Victor finds one. Save, however, now. Getting one, gets Finesse. Victor finds a second. Keeps them in with the advantage. That's around the corner. Sam getting a decent read of this one. Now goes for the push and gets the headshot. Pop flash out, Sulkas finding one, sees the drop down, looks for it, puts some damage on the artist, but cannot confirm the kill. And with 3 members left standing, the AWP on the floor, that's gonna get scooped up, and that's gonna be NRG now taking us back to a tied upset at 3-3.
Yeah, phenomenal patience here, catching a couple players of Team Liquid out in the open from heaven onto the site. Sam, so aware of Nats.
A crucial kill. Doesn't get that,
Huge.
it could absolutely fall apart.
That is probably the biggest part of this round here for NRG. And that's just what you love to see from Sam, who's just been terrific all year long for NRG. What a pickup he is. Now you've got dueling Hunters, Furies. Of course, Crashies doesn't really need to hang on to it for a lockdown as there's no Killjoy on the side of Team Liquid. Let's see what they want to do off of this. Early check for information on both sides. Redguard just kind of jump peeking, just seeing if anyone's going to come out of the main doors. Instead, it's just a smoke in response from NRG. Still Artist with that op, but I was going to also say, I think Artist dropping down out of heaven when he switched out of the op to a rifle there kind of broke Soulcast.
Artist knew. He saw the cage going up over the tops and knew that that push was going to be coming through inevitably, so just held the angle, finds the kill. Artist Fury across and Victor in the corner! What a attempt to get the third, and some will find the finisher! Victor eventually taken down, but with the damage dealt, I don't think he's going to be bothered about it at all. He's got plenty of cash in the bank.
That was clean. That is super clean with that Phantom from Victor.
Take a look back at it. This last, yeah.
Just
quick
gorgeous.
adjustments. I don't know how he does it. Something about a horseshoe and all that stuff. Whatever.
What?
It's an interview reference.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Sometimes he just gets lucky with it, but that was just pure skill.
The 4-leaf clover effect, I suppose.
Speaking of 4, NRG now back in the lead.
Lucky rabbit's foot. Whatever it takes, right? Well, now you've got a bit of a heavier stack towards this B side. It's kind of just shifting back to, well, actually, now that I say that, Artist has gone all the way back over to A with no contact. They'd rather be a little bit more cautious toward this A side as you've got a lot of the extra Killjoy utility to be over at to B, but no real presence shown here from either side towards mid. It's just been completely abandoned by either team's thought process, but there's still a lot of time in the round, so I don't expect necessarily that this is a full commit from Team Liquid. We'll see. Bladestorm force safe. Guardians back it up. Yeah, he's going in.
Dash forward, swinging around, sees the turret, will get cleared out by his teammates. Bang is looking to still have to try to break open this side. Jump up over the top, looks for it. It's gonna be Redguard claiming finesse, finds it with a headshot there on the Guardian. Crashing, swinging out from both house. Does get taken down by Yumpy there with the shorty, but the rest of NRG are now flooding forward. Victor finding one before getting taken down, and now it's just Soulcast and Yumpy. Low HP versus an Artist with 11 health. Knives are in hand, the plant coming down, he's looking for him, but he makes noise on that jump.
Spike planted.
12 seconds to spare, head, he's spotted, but Yumpy gets that bullet to connect to tie us up again at 4-4. These teams seemingly inseparable here on Ascent.
This is just a really good timing hit here from Team Liquid, kind of pushing a little bit faster than we're used to with them on their attacker side, and a phenomenal, just phenomenal 0 point here from Soulcast into boats that catches the 2 players back there, nullifies that Killjoy utility temporarily, and gives them the information that there are 2 back in that area of the site. Make it a little bit easier for them to get in there and clear that space. So really well handled by Team Liquid. A good response and a kind of a response here from NRG, knowing that that orb had been contested early, a little bit of push outs from the side of Team Liquid. So they're going to use that fragment, try to keep them at bay a little bit, keep some pressure, put Artist back in here towards that short position. Nats once again sitting behind the wall. 2 coming into, but there's backup here for Artist.
The swing getting ready to come in. They're not going to flash for it. Thought maybe he was going to have the glad. Dashes out. Victor goes to the counter swing, finding another. Nats will be able to put the op down on the ground, but still it's a monstrous trade up here for NRG. Double approach. Victor right up in front. turns into the smoke and says, "Hi, Redgar, how you doing?" Nat's now pushing up. Just win out the fight against Crashies. Sends the ult, wants to still try to win this one out, but Vanessa's gonna be noted, but Nat still somehow wins the fight. Vandal headshot working wonders, and Yumpy gets the timing, catching him on the cross. The spike now being shipped back over, no, all the way through the spawn. Says, I've got just enough time to continue this rotate.
30 seconds left.
Both players tagged up, some full armor. Paranoia still in hand, could very well make this work for himself. He's waiting, but now he's gonna be noted. The cam's still set up. Nat's ever so ratty. TP back up, just waiting for it. And checking A side to see if he can hear that plan coming through. Excuse me, words evading me. Now he knows it's all about this B side.
This is unbelievably difficult. Nat's just gonna wait around the corner here. Yumpy can play off contact.
2 shock darts even available, but Yumpy will just find the timing, swinging out. Sam's trying to creep his way down the ramp. And Liquid will take a lead, 5-4. 3 more rounds to be played out in a half.
And this is such a good start to this round for NRG. The way that they're kind of anticipating this pressure down catwalk. You know, Artis is there, almost gets the collab. I thought he had it on that first shot, but still, he's able to get out. Victor able to step in, back him up, keep him alive, but then it's just Nats, just doing Nats things. I mean, just finding that unbelievable timing on that repeak to get that second kill. He's just...
He's different today.
He's different today, yes. Oh my God.
Okay, suppression out, safe swing on the corner. Does take a shot from the Sheriff there, but still wins the fight. Crashies with a great headshot, finds one, wants a little bit more. Got the spot, and Artis is actually the one to take down safe. Crashies will be finished off by that shock dart, but I don't think you're gonna be too bothered if you're here on NRG trying to win out in this thrifty round. Gun now recovered, Artis swinging, but he's not ready for Yumpy to be tucked into the corner, so does end up losing out on that one. That's gonna be Liquid regaining a man advantage.
Great anticipation there from Yumpy, expecting that angle to be taken. Goes wide, finds a great one. Now you've got Nat, Yumpy watching. Sam trying to find a lurk here, but it is fully accounted for by Redgar.
Keeping him honest, forcing him back, 45 health. How much can Victor get done here? Dart to check close. No one spotted the drone as well. Now leading the way, just spamming in. Does get that hit there on the Nats. He's actually gonna go ahead and use the ultimate. Victor feeling very confident in their ability to close this out. But that hurts their odds. Nats finishes off some. Swing out, Guardian shots going a bit wide, and attention is pulled away. Nats will be able to close out. And that is now 6 rounds locked in for Team Liquid here on the attacking half.
I'm not too sure there. Victor feeling confident with the Guardian to pull that no command in that moment. Just a little bit, I think, over ambitious. I think they maybe thought they could get away with another counter lurk from Sam, but Nats is just way too smart, way too good. And then right away, tries to push down the stairs. Nats able to get to safety and wait for the backup from Yumpy to finish the job onto Victor. And let's see here. This is looking potentially pacey.
Yeah, I mean, they're all no command right off the rip. Turret gonna be cleared out as it's deactivated. And all of NRG trying to flip their way back over to the site where Vanessa's gonna get flushed out.
That's the lockdown gone.
Yeah, taken out of the equation. Can hold on to it for the final round of the half, but for now, see if NRG can scrape anything back into this one. As the drone gets cleared, doesn't find the tag. Hunter's Fury now gonna be let loose, just looking to shut them down on this reapproach as Nats finds 2 more kills. Crashies.
He's got to
Just
save.
sprinting, yeah. Trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Just tuck into the corner here by B Lobby, but nothing more to be done. 4 members strong, carrying over the weapons. The bank is already just bursting at the seams here for Liquid anyway. So even if they lose out on a couple extra weapons, aside from Crashies getting charged towards the Hunter's Fury, it's not going to bother Liquid too much.
Exactly. I mean, this is just a beautiful kind of read of the situation here from Redgar and Team Liquid. Knowing that the lockdown is kind of the powerful ult in hand, you can nullify that Killjoy utility on the beat with your own null command. Just get in there, take him out, and that's basically round over. They try to flood back into the site, just completely thwarted by Team Liquid. And now looking to potentially go 8-4.
Again. We'll see if that is going to be the scoreline at the end of it all. As for now, I mean, Nat's still way out in front. The IGL's on either side this time. The one's bringing up the rear. Vanessa just has been in a position to get as much impact as we saw from him there on Haven. Understandable given that it is his stomping grounds. Dart not spotting too much of anything safe. Trying to push off the back of the drone, avoids the shock dart, but they don't get any connection, so he doesn't really want to go blindly through this smoke. Cyber cage up. Spam still coming through. The spike gets planted, and they just go on the offensive. Everybody rushing forward. Drone, they know that Crashies is stuck here into the corner. The dash forward, the right click goes out, safe. Not finding anything there. Nat's gonna be taken down. Artist with the Guardian in hand, us finding Yampi. A 2v3, now a 1v3s. It's just Redgar all on his lonesome. Throws down the smoke. No util to speak of, just the teleports. No paranoia. See if he can get it done. Here's the footsteps. Knows that there's going to be two near boats. Suspects that there's going to be another near the front. Gets the headshot. Swamps over, but cannot line up. Artis. They will get in onto the spike. Get the defuse, and that is going to be NRG, bringing this to a 7-5 half.
Good stuff here from NRG. Changing up from the previous round. Just playing full retake. And Team Liquid tries to get ahead of that. They try to push base towards spawn to kind of just seal the deal here. To really knock the feed out from underneath them. But Victor with a brilliant flash knows that his teammates is getting pushed there. He's able to come through big once again for them. Redgar trying to do everything he can, but not to be that round. So a pretty good half here for Team Liquid on their attacker side. But again, NRG previously on their attacker side was very, very good against Na'Vi.
Well, we'll see what happens, but first we'll throw over to the desk to go ahead and break down the action from that first half.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paperthin, and there was a lot of action from that first half. In fact, let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment of the match. It goes to Victor, but Mimi, I think it's really important to watch the lead-up to Victor's kills as well.
Yeah, I think this game honestly started with NRG having some really good ideas on how to counter out Nats in mid. In this round, they wait for him to throw. His cages are ready in a position to punish, and then right into this A-hit, and have Victor on this off angle who goes absolutely massive to win this one out. That was the first part of this half, where I thought NRG was actually going to take control on the defense. But after this, TL found their groove, and similar to their last series versus EG, some of the success they found actually turned out to be in these faster hits, in simplifying and allowing their individuals to thrive in these late rounds.
Yeah, like for example, the round where they used the no command, actually not overcooking that much. I think that they were kind of expecting NRG to just have a different plan against them. I think that Victor was perfect on that regard, not only on that clip, but I think he was one of the reasons why Team Liquid was not being able to find success on that A side. The B hits were completely different, but now we're heading into the second half, and things are going to get diced because are we sure the 5 is enough on the defense after getting pistol?
It's not a great defensive sided half, particularly for NRG. They really tend to struggle on this attacking side on this map. However, they have had games where they can rally it back, even when they have a rough start like this.
Yeah, and for me, Nats had a great attacking half, and this is the half where he's supposed to be even better as well. So I don't know how NRG have to deal with him, but they need to if they want to close this out 2-0. Paperthin and Achilles, let's see if they can.
Already gave us a huge unexpected run back on that first map. Perhaps they can do it again, but it does have to begin with the pistol, which they're able to take. But as the desk was saying, being able to pick up 5 after having side selection, not the greatest when you do start off with that 2-0. Liquid certainly have that momentum, that wind in their sails. NRG have shown that they have what it takes to steal it away, but can they do it again?
Yeah, it's just been such a great kind of second half of the first half from Team Liquid where they kind of changed their tempo, got a little bit more aggressive a little bit earlier in the rounds. That really helped them get into the sights a little bit cleaner, kind of just prevent the retakes from being as easy. Gonna just detect the Sova over there for Crashy.
Oh my
God.
Look at this stack up here. 3 in the tree, Redgar finding the first blood. Artist gonna be taken down. Entry power, limited, safe. Finding one, dashes to the flank, gets the instant headshot to put Victor on the floor. Spots another Beck on site, and they know exactly where the last member is. So Dart goes in just a little bit too far to get the connection here on the Somp. Yep, be holding another one again. Not getting anything. What wins the Frenzy or the Classic? It's going to be the Frenzy this time around. As Yampi was just getting ready to run circles on him, and Liquid will take the pistol and now move up to 8.
Well, it's just, again, Team Liquid having a pretty good idea of what's going to be coming from the side of NRG. And they're just ready for it. I thought NRG might pull back after, seeing and hearing at least 3 different players from Team Liquid in Tree. Instead, they try to re-aggress and to fight into it, and Safe is more than happy to take that on. Finding 2 huge kills, spike down, and essentially round over at that point. So only 1 Sheriff to be found here for NRG. It's in Artis's hands. Sam gonna get up top and try to spray towards this door, see if he can catch a little bit of damage. A flash gonna back Soulcast off. Space being taken, Artis taking damage though.
Yeah, I mean, it gets them some access to main. They can grab the orb, but they just have to back away as Artis gets knocked down to 65. Looks like it's just gonna be that full send to rotate here towards B. Nat's the only one in the site, obviously does have the cam set up over top of the entryway out of main. Yampi not too far away either. Recon at the ready. A shock dart. So Recon goes in first, gets cleared. Hasn't drawn the rotations yet though from Liquid. Looks like they want a little bit more to fully believe that this is gonna be the approach.
Right here.
The 0 point going out, that might just be enough. Yampi, pushing up, trying to get in front of that Nano Swarm, maybe catch a timing, but instead catches a bullet. Gets eliminated, Nats as well displaced. NRG now with the man advantage. They try to turn the tides of this one, win out the eco round. Going in, spray through, Finesse just dancing around at the bullets. Landing at his feet, Victor gets the right-click kill on the Safe. With the Spectre in hand, versus 2. Seems like NRG might just be able to turn this one completely on its head. The suppression in. 2 members so very low, taking a bit of damage. There's 1 found, looking for the other. The kills are gonna be coming through. Now it's all on Soulcast. Finesse, Victor down to a sliver on either of them. They're looking for a high-low double stack, but he's able to isolate it! And Soulcast will save the round to go ahead and take the follow-up and close out the anti-eco, but credit to NRG, well, where it is due, because that was so much closer than I'm sure even Liquid could have anticipated.
He reads that at the end so darn well, Achilleos. He's just checking space, checking boats, checking box, and then he's like, okay, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be around the corner, and this very well could be a double stack. It's double stack. It's like he just reads this, and then it's just boom, boom. Re-peeks it. Yampi's so happy there. Yampi pushed through that smoke a little bit early on the entry from NRG and paid the price, and then Nats has that one-way set up in the back alley, but isn't able to convert off of it. And it looks like it's going to be NRG's round for sure, but a lot of damage done along the way.
Yes.
And enough that it just takes a couple bullets from that Bulldog for Soulcast to finish it off. But yeah, like you're talking about now, the buy is much, much weaker than you'd like for Team Liquid coming up against these full rifles of NRG, and Ares, a Bucky. So you gotta be real careful here. As NRG, you gotta be anticipating some kind of sneaky trap plays with those shotguns.
Redgar was holding over at main. Turns his sights towards short instead. Just re-smoking it. As we see the triple creep down. Walking up Cat. Redgar just waiting patiently. Do they fall for it? Do they come right into his trap? Paranoia across. Still just waiting patiently. Pushing. Sees that tailwind, and Artis able to avoid getting clipped. And goes ahead and takes him down. Safe as well. Fallen. This is looking damn clean here for the side of NRG. Just something that they very much need here. Trying to get that economy rolling. That's instantly dinked. Finesse will finish him off. Now it's all on the Ares from Yampi to see if he can do some damage to stop this from being a flawless. But the answer is no. Artis will just go ahead, peek the corner, confirm the flawless, and get them their first round victory here in the second half.
Good stuff here from the side of NRG. Again, the big kind of danger point in that round was going to be Redgar around that corner, and Artis was able to break his crosshairs. Paranoia as well, back him up. Really well handled there. I was wondering if they were going to try to flash around that corner with Victor. Instead, it's going to be Sam setting it up. Nice job there for NRG. Now an Odin for Yampi. Can be on the other side. Full armors here mostly for NRG. Dart right into the main door here. Allow them access to this orb. Artist looking to continue to push here. You do have this Hunter's Fury to potentially clear some space. See if they note this Cypher cam.
It will be noted, but Nat's getting suppressed, has to pull off of it, so can't try to get a dart onto anybody. It's both shocks used here from Crashies, just trying to clear out some util, but as we can see, the tripwire's still standing from Gen to the wall over there. But they're going to start drifting away once again. We'll see if this turns into a B hit or just another shoved down cat.
Just a bit too much going on there. Ooh, finesse. Only takes a little bit of damage. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Not quite able to answer any damage back, though. As market door getting shut. Liquid suspecting that this could end up at B, so they want to try to limit those options and really flood energy over towards that A site where there's 3 members of Liquid ready and waiting. Window going to be broken. Crashies starting to press forward. Around the corner, Soulcat's not ready for it. Redguard doesn't manage to reply. Finds the kill, dash out, safe. Trying to stay elusive, but just get worked down to 8 HP. And that's getting the better of them there in that regard. Drop down now into mid. They're going to push their way through market. TP across. Redguard gets himself situated in boathouse, which should be anticipated. Artist making all the noise in the world, though. Safe. Just tucking away into the corner. Now to the side. Safe is going to be the one to find the kill. Redguard, however, taken down. The site now open with 4 seconds to spare. The plant can come through. It's a 2v3 with Finesse holding forward, but somehow doesn't land a single bullet. 8 HP. Safe wins that out. Now brings it back to a 2v2.
Vanessa done such a good job in this round until that last moment. Let's see if Victor can recover.
Safe. Hanging there on the boxes. He'll find some, but then his shoulder shows, and Victor will go ahead and clip him. NRG starting to get some momentum back onto their side. 7-9, a 2-round deficit. Can they get 3 in a row? As Liquid, again, cash as far as the building is concerned, it's not being found.
I just love the way Finesse is just causing so many problems in mid during this round, just making it really hard for Team Liquid to kind of get their feet underneath them, to really figure out where this attack is going to be coming, because there's pressure all over the place. And then Finesse gets that big kill over there, switches over, gets another big one onto Redgar. And if he had gotten safe, that would have been a pretty easy cleanup potentially. Now Safe with those blades, looking to maybe go up and over this box. But
and the instant headshot, and he gets it right before the suppression comes in. What a timing found by Safe, but now he is stuck in a bad spot. Manages to drop down somehow onto the site. In the meantime, Yampi finds Victor with a headshot here off the Sheriff. A 2-kill trade up, no one lost on the side of Liquid. And that could be guns as well recovered. Yampi now with the Vandal. His 4 members just sat on top of the spike. Ye shall not claim this, they say. They deny it. What a beautiful setup. As it now starts feeling hopeless for NRG. The Thrifty all but confirmed.
oh, that's so beautiful from Team Liquid. That is just, I mean, the big brain stuff has been back and forth throughout the day.
Timing though. Hello. Finesse.
Oh, please.
Playing it out quietly. Okay, does decide to strike, finds one. Can that be the start of the snowball effect they need to get this back under control?
Good Nats, though.
They're looking for it. The lockdown coming through. Nats looking for the timing, gets a 2-tap, looks for a little bit more! He does it again! Runs out of bullets, but he's got plenty of time to go for the reload, and Yuppie will note some to clean him up. It is a Thrifty and a catastrophic one at that. The lockdown wasted in the end, as Liquid will re-stretch it by 3.
As soon as that lockdown came into play, Nats was moving right into that corner. He knew right away. And then the beautiful hold here to just prevent the TP. It doesn't even work. And then Nats just reads this perfectly. NRG can't believe he's there that fast.
That might be one of the most perfect rounds that we have seen in the tournament so far. Liquid just playing every single moment of that to absolute perfection. Safe. That minor timing, that millisecond that he had to get the headshot across on the Artist before getting suppressed. Matt's getting himself in a position to shut down not just the lockdown, but 2 players on top of it, as well as the TP spike pickup denial. Absolute gorgeous round from Liquid.
And as expected, neither of these teams is really crumbling under the pressure here today. I mean, Team Liquid got, you know, just absolutely ran back on, right? Like, it looked like it was Team Liquid's map onto Haven. Then they got just slaughtered on that second half and then right into OT. And there's clearly, it has not affected their mental. I mean, clearly they're still fully engaged, reading every situation perfectly. This is exactly what you wanted out of these two teams. Just two historic Valorant teams showing us why that they are perennial contenders at all of these events, time and time again, coming through with just beautiful stuff. And now, after a timeout, NRG needs to dial up something special. A lot of ults to work with here. No Command, Hunter's Fury, Blade Storm for Artis if he so needs to dig into the back pocket there, but probably just going to save that potentially for another round. Now, Safe sliding up into the smoke, just seeing if anybody's going to come through from Psalms, but nobody from the side of NRG is really keen trying to do that. I think just trying to keep a little bit of information away from the side of Team Liquid here to start.
It didn't really have an early contest over a main, so uncertain if this is going to be occupied or not. Drone not sent to check wine. As the 0 point goes out, catches out onto 2. Victor and Artis noted. Finesse now rotating through the spawn, looking to join in with the rest of the team as Victor just wants to try to get a deep knife to check market. And it's back over to main.
I like what NRG does here because they get two important pieces of an execute identified there. You know, knowing that hit them, they're going to just try to double fake here, get back in.
Mid for nade. Dart over the top, not going to be getting the reveal. Now the Hunter's Fury going to be let loose here. Crashy's looking for a target. Push around the corner. Artis does find Redgar. The drop down and Soulcast eliminated it. Safe arrives. Playing over by Door. Spots one, spots a second, gets a third! A quick 3K now knowing that Artis is in the back of sight. Dashes over. 4 bullets, goes for the reload. Updrafts, gets himself wrapped around. Just trying to stay alive. Knows that there's going to be one in switch. Breaks down the door. Yumpy does get the kill. It's a double approach. Updrafting up over the top, looking for him, playing it as a scout. Yumpy will be able to get a second kill in the round as the defuse comes through. Team Liquid now getting to 11.
What looked like an absolutely beautiful entry here for NRG is thwarted by Safe, who's just out here in the middle as everybody else is dealing with other problems. Finesse tries to swing him on his own. Victor's a little late, and Safe just reads it. Right around the corner at Jen. Completely prepared for it. A little kiss to the teammates there, a little love shown. And Redgar bigging him up, giving him a high five. A little bit of a pause here.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, of the panty and hypoc nature.
With you and I here, it was bound to happen. But it's all good.
We had our fair share, yeah.
A quick little cleanup on whatever the issue is, and then we can get back into this game. I'm sure Liquid going to be chomping at the bit. NRG probably, you know, even though obviously can't discuss with the coach, probably kind of happy to have a little bit of a breather here, rather than this constant assault that is happening. Liquid just looking so very clutch in these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's just awesome to see the resilience here from Liquid. The way that they're really able to keep their heads in the game. Going to be thinking about into that next round. Artis does have the Blade Storm for, you know, if they want to cut a little bit of funds. Victor's sitting on quite a bit of cash though for NRG, so they might be able to spread this out pretty decently, get at least a couple rifles in there as well. And Liquid just, what can you say? I mean, the rounds have been either just them reading them like a book or just playing them to perfection, you know, reading kind of the technical situation so well, how the ults are going to be played, how to counter them. Or in this round, just heroic plays from players like Safe, from players like Nats. We've seen today just absolutely just pop off for Team Liquid.
Well, see there, Sam, fans in the audience showing support. And as the fist bumps come through, that means we are getting underway once again. Now, worth noting, it was 12-7 when NRG was able to run it back on Haven.
What are you trying to imply here, Achilles?
Can lightning strike twice in the same place, in the same fashion? Let's give the momentum scene here. It seems unlikely. Liquid looking to just maintain full control. I mean, 100 Sphere to deny plants. Nats as well with his ult. Nade's going to be let loose. NRG looking to just kind of up the pace a bit here, given that they are on a very light buy. Jump up. Artist, however, starting things off nicely. Gets that kill, but then safe trades it back. Reveal out onto one. Nats finds Crashies off the back of the reveal. The 100 Sphere is still going to be invested. They definitely want to close out this round. As Vanessa is now going to be left all on his lonesome. Finds one, looks to pick up a weapon, but Soulcast will eventually be able to line him up, and that is going to be Liquid getting to 12 once again.
Yeah, just everybody doing a great job here. Even though Artist is able to find one, Safe is so dialed in right now. Just quickly responds there through the window. The spot from Nats using his utility. You know, you had the trap wire placed from Gen to the wall. You had the Cypher Cam up on the right-hand side from attacker's point of view. He's able to get that spot, get that kill. Everybody doing all the right things at the right time, and Team Liquid quick to react off that fast hit from NRG. And now NRG has to string 5 in a row just to put us into overtime. Of course, we know it's possible because we've lived it, but unbelievably challenging regardless. Trapwire is going to get the spot onto Artis here.
Does not clear that out.
This is tough.
Oh, knives pulled, and Redesafe does that. Spots one in market. Redguard in the meantime takes down Psalm and a lurk over Tree. He's trying to get in behind them. Backstab the players of Liquid who'd be rotating over to the B site, but now it's all come tumbling down. You don't have your smokes, your paranoia. This becomes that much more difficult to pilot. And now just to really add insult to injury. The ult across, updraft in, safe. Desperately wanting to get Victor's. The re-ping comes through. Sends out the 0 point, trying to take the blades out of his hands, but Safe still able to play elusive. Keeps them. As Redguard looks to challenge against Artis. Thinking about Tempo pushing on the smoke. He does so and gets the headshot. Brings it back to a 4v4. Spike getting brought over into A. Nats watching on his camera. Spotted their feet, makes the call. The rotations begin. They're wary. They know that they're here in this position, that they're going to be pushed up and looking to intercept, and Crashies does just that. Safe now gone, the window broken to get themselves up into heaven. They know that they need to try to spot Nats, but he manages to find 2 before getting taken out. Brings us back into a 2v2. Artist spotted. Oh, Nade down, he's updrafted, jumped up over the opposite side. Double approach now through Tree. Artist looking for the tempo, switch up, looking to catch him off guard. Finds him, the counter swing in, Yumpy finds the kill. It's gonna be a Sova battle to potentially end the map. Crashy swings, gets the headshot. And he shows his superiority, at least here in this round, to keep NRG in this game.
At the beginning of this round, I think Safe kind of left Redgar out to dry just a little bit. He still had another updraft with this Blade Storm. After dodging that 0 point, Redgar steps in, gets killed by Artist. There's no response from Safe. Maybe just didn't feel comfortable. Maybe he was afraid there'd be too many players on the other side. Towards Pizza, towards Market. He had rotated over to cover an entry towards B. Redgar was on an island, got punished. That allowed the open space for NRG to shift over. Now, gonna use that knife to make sure that they can get the ult orb, get the lockdown invested into this round. And Yampi not gonna hide in boats. He's gonna retreat to the safety of Nats. With safe hands from him. Sam gonna TP over to the side. A spot through onto Sam, but looks like NRG should be able to get this plant down.
And lockdown avoided, but it's only Sam inside of the site. Crashies now gonna join him as the smokes start to dissipate. 2 into the site, 2 at main, 1 at Lumber. He's just trying to hold the pings coming down. Nade goes in, buys some more time. Drone up over the top, not spotting Finesse. Paranoia does clip in onto him, and Redgar, suspicious of it, flushes him out. Pop flash sent through the smoke. They look to turn away. Nats finding 1. Shots coming through. Victor down to 9 HP. Gonna be finished off by Soulcast. Crashies only able to find 1. It's he and Sam. Now just Sam, and Sam is dead. The cleanup comes through. Liquid get the defuse, and they are gonna be extending this series. They will not go quietly into the night. They will take us to a 3rd and final map.
Diligent is the word I would use to describe Team Liquid here. Just brilliant on this retake, checking all the corners, checking all those sneaky spots that NRG likes to hide in. We saw it on the attacker side where Team Liquid paid some attention to